Hey guys, good morning. So, another day. I am early for work. My mic looks stupid and I have some time, so we're going to do a video. What I want to talk about this morning is our little friend, Love Meg. So, I've been checking in on her Instagram and it's very funny. I also want to talk about Unchanged and I think one other thing. It'll come to me. First, let's talk about Love Meg. So she's posting a lot of this content on Instagram, on her stories, talking about how nobody understands where she's coming from. Nobody understands her hustle. Nobody understands her mentality. And we all are just, poor idiots who are hating on her. Which obviously couldn't be further from the truth, but as I said in other videos, I want to give her subscribers that feel frustrated a place to vent their frustrations, because I know that there are a lot of people out there that see the same issues, and they've been longtime subscribers, so my annoyance is one thing, but their frustration coming from the stance of subscribers that have spent months or years watching all of her videos is completely different. There's annoyance there, but it's just different. The videos that she'll put up on her story, it's really funny because a lot of them I agree with the message that's being shared in the story or in the video, but it's coming from her why it's a problem. Nobody said that influencers shouldn't make money. Nobody said that influencers shouldn't be able to put content behind a paywall. Nobody said that influencers aren't allowed to have opinions and, autonomy over their own platforms. That's not the message. And it's so funny when they want to deflect the criticism and say, oh, well, you guys don't want me to make videos anymore. And it's just such a straw man argument, and they do it all of the time. You can usually tell how obsessed someone is with money just based off of how often they talk about it. And Meg talks about money a lot. She talks about income a lot. She talks about how she deserves to be paid for the wonderful work that she's doing. And I always like when, I see humble, wealthy people that don't talk about the money that they have in the bank or don't talk about the money that they're making. Now I understand that there's milestones and there's, moments that you'll be proud of where you came from. But when it's so constant and it's so unrelatable to the people that you're speaking to, that's when it comes off as wanting her to just shut up. Just shut up already. People are bothered, and instead of ignoring it, you're doubling down with the stuff that you're posting. And that's why people continue to be frustrated. That's why people continue to leave comments and criticism for her, because instead of just leaving it alone, she's allowing it to snowball, but she's actively participating in the snowball. I was also sent something that her husband posted on his story about women building up women, and women need to empower themselves and support each other. And I support women. I am here for women. I am here for everyone. If you have the time, patience, energy, courage to make online content, I am here to support that. The reason that I don't support a lot of influencers is because it starts out from a good place and it so quickly just becomes completely out of control. The history of influencers speaks for itself. You don't have to look very, far for influencers starting out in a good place and quickly becoming just entitled jerks running around the internet deflecting criticism and putting stupid content behind a paywall. And speaking of her paywall situation, she advertised for the new video that she put on lovemeg.video. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is going to be the time when she actually puts some different stuff behind the paywall, stuff that should actually not be on YouTube, and I will not have anything to say because I will be proven wrong. She put up DIY home projects and organization or something like that. That is literally the same content that she makes for YouTube. That is not even remotely outside of her niche. Why is it behind a paywall? You're putting old videos and content that you could easily put on YouTube behind the paywall. That's why people are upset. I saw something about Katie Joy and the Chrisleys kind of going back and forth. I don't watch the anti Without a Crystal Ball videos anymore just because it's pretty much the same reason that I don't make as many videos about Katie, because she's just someone who, in my opinion, she's never going to change. She's never going to do better. She's constantly going to be a hypocritical, toxic bully on this platform and others. And I feel like at a certain point, like, how many times can you say that the grass is green without it becoming repetitive? And that's something I kind of struggle with too, because you guys know I take my platform very serious. I am here to, not be a menace, and I do my best. Am I perfect? Never. But I do my best to not troll people or bully them or anything like that. And I feel like in the same breath, I also don't want to bore you guys and ever just totally become a broken record. I know that there are some things that I do repeat, but they're usually like general statements about family vloggers or YouTubers or whoever, the group that I'm discussing, just because a lot of times the same ideology applies to a lot of this. But when it comes to the Katie Joy stuff, I feel like when giving commentary on her, you can only tell people that she's bad so many times. It's kind of like delivering the same idea, but just cutting it up differently. It's just constantly her manipulating situations, lying, taking things out of context. There's a reason why people call her the female dad challenge podcast, or people call him the male without a crystal ball. A lot of their issues sort of collide. That's why they have people that don't like them. So next, let's talk about Jonathan Joly. So Jonathan, he came out with the announcement that they took everything off YouTube. And I, gave credit. Like, what else am I going to do? You take your children off YouTube. What am I going to say? Oh, you suck? But I will also admit that he is half-assed. So what he did was took the videos off YouTube, but he is still actively posting his children, including E, on TikTok and Instagram. So even though YouTube was heavily monetized because of the income that they can make off AdSense, if you're taking the videos off to protect your kids, then it should have followed other platforms as well. In my opinion, of course. You know, people can disagree and say, okay, well, they were making the most money on YouTube, they took them off YouTube. And I do think that counts for something, but if you're truly doing it to protect your kids and allow them to tell their story when they're older, why are they still being shown every day on TikTok and Instagram? What I think happened was they were getting a lot of criticism because of the YouTube videos, and he felt like he could pull the wool over everyone's eyes and get back in some people's good graces by taking the videos off YouTube. And maybe that worked for some people, but for me, you either do it the right way or you're half-assed. And in my opinion, as of right now, he's half-assed, because you're still showing E getting ready for this birthday party, having makeup put on, showing the birthday party, showing, you know, the other kids in the house, showing their day-to-day lives. And that's not taking them offline. If you weren't going to take them off of social media, why even take the videos off YouTube? That's kind of how I look at it. Either do it all or don't do it. So as much as I'm a give credit where credit is due kind of person, I also don't think that the task is finished. And I think that they were doing that because they were getting called out. And Jonathan said, well, we can make some people happy if we take them off YouTube. And there's a lot of people on YouTube that probably don't follow them on social media. So they saw the YouTube channel deleted and they didn't realize that there's still content being put on TikTok and Instagram because they don't follow the family on TikTok and Instagram. This is why I say all the time, if you want to know who you're supporting, you should follow them on other platforms. And shameless plug, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go follow my Instagram. I'm trying to be better about posting on my stories every day, at least a few times a day. And plus you can see cute videos of Axel and other cute dog videos that I come across. That's typically what's in my story. But also my DMs are always open, so I talk to a lot of you guys over there. But it's just really funny because you can really gauge who someone is on different platforms. Are they giving the same energy off on Instagram as they are YouTube? Are they giving off the same energy on Instagram as they are Twitter? Because sometimes people are really toxic on one platform and they save their kind of professional good person attitude for YouTube, because that's where their sponsors are, that's where they have more followers, so they feel like they can fuck off on other platforms. And people can do whatever it is that they want to do, but people who really care will look on other platforms and figure out who you are. So either way, that's going to be it for today. I just wanted to share these random little thoughts for you guys and, you know, keep the conversation going. So I hope you guys are good. I'm ready for the weekend. Today is I'd like to say it's my Friday. It's not really, but it's my last day to commute, which is nice. So either way, for now, if you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.